So I'm gonna be going over the trades I took today. So I did end up taking 4 trades. I know that sounds like a lot, but I mean, 2 of them were break even, so technically I only took 2 trades. I took a loss. First trade I took was a break even. Second trade I took was a loss. These continuation shorts I took were break even, and then these longs they were a win. So I ended up, I think, like, let me see. I'm only up 150 bucks on each of my accounts today, so I mean, kind of break even, not really, but yeah, that's what ended up happening today. So let me go over the first trade I took. Where's market open at? 6:30. Alright, so coming into the day, I was bullish. We were already displacing higher, right? We had this unfilled 15-minute down here. And then actually when market opened, we created a 30-minute, so it was gonna be right here. I don't think we were chasing the 15-minute, I don't remember. So yeah, at market open, really what I was looking for was just a manipulation to sweep out this low and then get longs from there. So this was a data high. I was confident in this drawn liquidity, especially being inside of the new day opening gap. I didn't see any reason for it to go lower at the moment, and then we were equilibrium of this range, right? So we're in a discount to take longs. Like, I'm comfortable taking longs here. So market open, we instantly manipulate down, taking out that 15-minute intermediate. No, I'm gonna get a 15-minute, also being a 30-minute. That got opened up right when market opened. As well as ES manipulated into, or ES was in a 30-minute as well. So I felt comfortable taking longs here, right? So what do we have? We had a 1 minute. Is there a 2 minute? Alright, so it was the 3 minute that we took, right? So we had SMT here with ES. Divergence in price. Highest time frame inversion of the leg. Current manipulating leg was the 3 minute. So that's what I took. What's it going? Why is it doing that? Trading view is tweaking. All right, so we get the 3 minute close right here, and then I enter long. Right, manipulated. What did 6:30 do? New York Open. We manipulated into a high time frame PD rate, being that opened up 30-minute gap. We got SMT with ES. ES is currently in a 30-minute gap as well, so I feel comfortable taking this, especially with the SMT. Take the 3-minute inversion and aim for the data high. And then I was going for just a simple 1-to-1. So then I ended up going break even at. I didn't really see a good spot to go break even, so I just put that high as being a 1 minute intermediate high. I could have targeted this as well, but I was just so confident in this. I didn't really care to go break even on it. So I ended up getting edged actually, so I just lost on this. And then there was another setup that occurred right after, right? So at this point in time, I'm waiting for 7 to open, the new 4-hour candle PO3 to manipulate back, because this was opening an hourly gap now. This was opening an hourly gap now. And I just waited for this low to get swept and then displacement up, inversion. This is the one that I ended up taking. Again, same idea. Now we have equal highs with data highs, so I'm confident in this still. I take the 1 minute inversion. And this ended up just getting stopped out. So why did this end up getting stopped out? So I should have been looking at ES. I wasn't paying attention to ES, right? What was ES delivering from? It wasn't delivering from anything. We had all this LR to the left of us. It's just, yeah, I shouldn't have taken this long, but it is what it is. But yeah, ES wasn't delivering from anything. It just had so much LR. It was obviously targeting. I should have waited till like this low got swept to then take longs from there. And that's why you have to pay attention to ES. So I ended up getting stopped out on that. That's unfortunate. And then, so at this point, I'm thinking about just hopping off, but I'm just sitting here. And then this ended up presenting itself. It was just continuation shorts, right? I'm just trend trading now because obviously we're not going up yet. So we tap into this 5 minute. We sweep this 5 minute intermediate high. Okay. And there was a 30-second short here. So I entered at the close of this candle being a CIST as well with the inverse on the 30-second. And then I ended up going break even at this low because I still could see longs from here. We're in discount of the range, right? We're in a high time frame P to rate. At any moment I could see just longs present itself, right? So I'm just going break even at this low. This isn't a good break even spot on a regular trade, but like if I'm trading this and there's, yeah, I thought it was good. So ended up getting stopped out on that break even. I was aiming for a 1-to-1. It was a little past this leg. So, but then right after that, 7:45 PO3, we had manipulation, right? This is being the it's a 30-minute intermediate low, which also created SMT with ES. And we got instant rejection out of this, disrespecting bearish, inversing the 1 minute, and just enter off the close. I got a little bit early fill. I think I entered on a 30-second somewhere around here because I was just super confident in this, right? We had unfilled 5 minutes and 15 minutes. Let me see. Yeah, there was this unfilled 5 minute right here, and then this 15-minute right here that I was targeting. So I ended up taking this, right? I ended up going break even at this high. This was being 15-minute intermediate high, 5-minute intermediate high. That was like, no, actually that's the 5-minute gap, yeah. So I went break even at the 15-minute, and then I was holding for this unfilled 15-minute up here, but then what ended up happening was this 30-minute gap got created. So I ended up just closing my position. It was somewhere around here. I don't remember. No, not up here. It was at this high. I ended up taking it off like right here. Yeah, at 8 o'clock. Yeah, right here. Because I was already at a 1-to-1. So if I wasn't at a 1-to-1, I'd still hold it, but I was already above a 1-to-1. I was like at a 1.7. So yeah, I was comfortable closing there and taking my profits. So ended up green on the day. It was kind of a weird day, but I mean, as long as you just wait and take your setups and not force any trades, then you should be good. So yeah, all right, that was all I took for today.